Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance War video, and I'm really hoping that this one comes out in 1080p. I was actually looking at my settings, and my Elgato was only recording at 720, which maybe on my old PC I already had it preset to 1080. I don't know. But yes, hopefully these wars should be a little bit higher quality in video quality. But up first, we are on path number 6. And this path here has Aggression Fury on this first node. We got a Thing who is also stubborn. So with Omega Red, we're not going to hit him that much. Just, enough to keep off the Furies and keep our degen up. Aside from that, I really don't need to hit him any more times. There we go. Give him 15 rock stacks, bait that special out, and we're looking good. He is just melting. Right there we trigger protection, but that's fine. It's going to go away in a sec, and we've got our degen active. Everything's looking really good at this point. We're doing a good job of not triggering stubborn as well, keeping at least 10 spores with the degeneration up. And yeah, everything is going really good so far. Right here, beta special one, again without triggering stubborn. Do it again right here. Kind of got that down. I really only have to dex his L1 if I'm like up against the wall. Then it's just dex. But if you can have some distance from, then you can back up without having to actually trigger dexterity, which is nice. So as you can see, my team here today is Omega Red, Deadpool X-Force, and Dr. Doom. Deadpool X-Force has the exact same synergy, gives Omega Red the same thing as Sabretooth, but I just grinded 49 million points for Deadpool X-Force. I was like, let's flex and bring him to war. 5-star, unduped, rank 1, level 1 Deadpool in war. So yeah, figured I'd just bring him for some fun. And then we got Dr. Doom here. This next fight here has a power alternator, so when that little timer up there expires, our power is going to be like equaled out essentially. You'll see I lose some, she gains it, or maybe she just kind of, I don't know exactly sure how that works, but it's not really that big of a worry. She also has some power focus 1, I believe, which is, again, fine. Usually pretty good at evading your L1. I took one part of it already this fight, but Doom's pretty tanky. So yeah, we are just chilling, get the other evades on it, and yeah, we're good. I'm running a little bit of a different mastery build today, running half suicides with the bleed portion, just for, give Omega Red the bleed, and then Dr. Doom doesn't have to worry about the poison. So right here, as you can see, I already boosted up some of those 6-hour boosts, a 30% boost, and an invulnerability boost. A lot of big boosts, because this is the Korg on Mix Master, Oscillate, and Aggression Prowess. Now, originally this fight was assigned to Dreamin', I believe, and then I was actually at the mall getting some food, and Taters messaged me, and he's like, "Yo, do you want Korg?" Because I was kind of complaining. I'm like, "Yo, I don't have that many fights this war." But he's like, "There's still mini bosses, you'll get more." But then he asked me, he's like, "Do you want that Korg?" And by the time I looked at my phone, he already put it in the news chat. It's just change Legacy has this. And before I even said yes or no, I was like, oh crap, I can't say no now, I don't want to look like a pussy in front of everyone. So I'm like, yeah, all right, let's do it. So it went fairly well last time. This time it's not going as well because I actually missed a parry. And then I lost all my invulnerability strikes, and I lost some health too. So we're still okay. We're on the road to recovery right now. We still got some decent amount of health to work with. Got our spores up. Now the real problem with this node is the Oscillate, man. I really hate the Oscillate because it just makes him play so passive and unpredictable. That's what I really hate. Now I'm trying to manage the Mix Master here. So you'll see I go medium light in my combo. Right here, medium, light, medium. Because if you repeat something, then he's going to evade. And right here he throws a special. I did not want him to throw a special right there. Then he evades twice. I'm like, oh crap, this is not good. He's got the stubborn on him right now. He evades again. I think I was ready for that one. I was kind of trying to hit a reparry here, but I wasn't able to land it. And then right here, he throws an L1 with 5 aggression prowess. I parry the first hit, take the second hit block, and then evade the second hit. I can evade Korg's L1 75% of the time, but I'm not going to risk it in Alliance War when he has that many aggression prowess, because if I screw up, I'm dead. So I opted to parry, block, evade. But yeah, we got through it. We took a lot of damage, but we didn't die, and that's the only thing that matters. And if I didn't boost so heavily for that fight, I probably would have died. It's important to boost in some of these high wars, especially on the really difficult fights. Also, if I had a 6-star rank 3 Omega Red, You know, maybe I would have still been at like 50% health. Like the disparity in health from a 565 to a rank 3 is actually one of the biggest reasons, in my opinion, to rank up a 6-star champion. The health pool is such a big difference. And then when you add boosts on top of that in Alliance War, it just makes the gap even further in health pools. And the more health in war, the better. Yeah, this next fight here is the main reason why we brought Dr. Doom is because it has EMP modification. So if Dr. Doom wasn't shock immune, he would have passive shocks on him right now. I'm thinking maybe they placed him here and they're trying to catch like a Corvus. So someone thinking, oh, Corvus is shock immune, but you know he's not immune to the passives. Maybe that was the idea here, but I feel like a Corvus could. I don't know. I feel like it could definitely get a soul here with Corvus. You might finish at 1%, but it's possible. But the annoying thing on this node as well is the burden of might. So my power keeps getting drained when I get a buff and I attack. I think it's when the buff expires, maybe. But yeah, so right there you see I had 2 bars, and then I throw the special 2, and then my power gets drained. But I mean, I got the L2 off, so that was what was important. But because of that node, I'm not able to get my Doom cycle going, but that's okay. As you see, I'm just playing very slow, just going like medium, heavy, or just heavies. I just playing extremely slow, just playing safe as well. Because that's what war is all about. As Karate Mike says, safe, not flashy. Sometimes I like to get a little flashy, but yeah, for the most part, want to play it safe. And yeah, just using those heavy attacks, we finish the fight with a good amount of health. Iron Man goes down, and yeah, that fight went pretty solid. So here I needed to actually get a taxi here, so let's skip ahead a little bit. Got that taxi. Gotta say thanks. It's just you're not a true Canadian if you don't say thanks. And you're just not, we have manners. Always got to say yes, please, thank you. And you always got to hold the door for people. That's what being Canadian is all about. That's like one of the big differences I noticed, like coming when I was in America, like no one will hold the door for you, not a single person. And then like the second I came back to Canada, like someone opened the door for me. It's just like, it's good to be home, man. It's good to be home. It's just the little things, you notice the little things. But next up here we have a Dormammu. So I went ahead and threw on a regeneration boost, and I healed up a little bit, but it's just with my boosted health right now, it's so many potions, so combat regen heals 15%, and with that boosted health, you get a lot of healing out of it. And I was a little bit worried about Dormammu and his degeneration because I had dexterity on, but that's not really too much of a worry. This node has power suppression. If you run out of attacks, you have to use special attacks to reset it. But I don't care. I don't care if I have power or not. It doesn't matter. Using Omega Red, all I care about is using my heavy attacks. And yeah, I'm able to space my L1 evade so that I don't trigger dexterity. Able to actually finish this fight with a little bit of an L1 to get a little bit of healing going. So yeah, that fight went great. And a big thank you to Bryn and Lizer for the taxi on energy. I was able to get that stuff done while boosted. And then I was assigned one additional fight for the end of the war here, a Nick Fury mini boss here. So of course we're going to be using Deadpool X-Force. Just kidding. Omega Red. And yeah, I'm going to pop one little potion into my Omega Red here. And then I still have the 6-hour boosts on, which are amazing. If you play war correctly, you're able to use your energy smart and everything and good coordination. You can clear the whole map on a set of 6-hour boosts, which is really great. Love those 6-hour boosts. I'd love to just see boosts work like that in Alliance or just regular boosts. Like Brian said, war boosts shouldn't even have a time limit in war, which would be nice. But I digress. Now, this Nick Fury has Hurt Locker, which means if I throw the same special attack in a row, I'm going to take half my health as damage, essentially, unless I can throw a heavy attack within a 3 to 5 second window right after. So I'm just going to not do that. I'm going to not throw the same special twice. It also has Power Focus 1, which is actually a good thing. So if you keep an eye on Nick Fury's power, you can see now that he's above a bar, it's very slow power gain, right? So with 21 hits in, and he just got to an L2. So, if you just turtle up, reparry, you don't even have to reparry, you can just bait special or heavy attacks, and yeah, he just won't throw a special, and he won't get to a special 3. Well, he'll get there eventually, but it'll be very slow. You just don't have to really worry about special attacks. So I can see why they placed Nick Fury here, but honestly, it ended up being a good thing for me. So yeah, this fight was pretty simple. Nick Fury gotten very good at fighting him with Omega Red. Very easy to space the heavy attacks on his heavy attack, and then go for an L3 to finish the fight here. If this didn't kill him, we would have got a massive burst of regen, but I don't need Omega Red anymore. It's my last fight with him, and he's dead. So another war down. We actually ended up winning. And it was actually really cool. So up until this point, we had 0 deaths collectively as a battle group, and we ended up finishing the war with only 1 death. It's kind of cut off here, but you can see 1 death right there. They had a bit more. Not going to show all the stats for the war, but we did end up winning. My battle group absolutely killed it. Last war we had 2 deaths. This war just 1. So yeah, that's really cool. Now, if we go take a look at the stats for the season, we can see that we were facing an Asian alliance. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, so I'm not going to try. But yeah, so we moved up to 39 kills. We're at 2 deaths, 95% solo rate. Adjusted difficulty rating is 50. Solo rate bonus is above 5 now. It's been going up because we stopped dying. And my power rating is at 52.28, which is really, really good. And my TDR per fight gauges how difficult my fights are is at a 1.25, which means I take pretty difficult fights. And if we look over here, this is really cool. So my power rating in BG3 and in 4 Loki overall, I'm at 2nd. So overall, in all of 4 Loki, I'm currently 2nd in power rating, which is really cool. And I'm 2nd in my battle group as well, because the person that's first is the one and only Dreamin34. But we're getting very close. We're creeping up on him. Maybe we can dethrone the king Dreamin himself. But yeah, what I actually wanted to do was compare my stats. So right now we're at the halfway point of the season. There's 12 wars. We just did number 6. So I felt like it would be a good time to gauge where I was around this time last season. So if we go take a look at those stats, we're going to look to war number 7 because I wasn't there for the first war. So we're just going to count my first 6 wars in. So at this point last season, I had 28 kills and 0 deaths. So the 0 deaths it just looks so clean having no deaths. But 28 kills compared to right now 39. So much more attacker kills, 11 more. And if we look at the power rating, I was at 38.64 last season, and this season we're at the same point, 52.20. So a lot more power rating. And yeah, so this season, we're doing really good right now. If since it's the halfway point, we could double all these stats. If I repeat like the first half, could finish with over 100 power rating, which would be pretty sick. Last season we finished with 67. So yeah, we're having a pretty good season, but I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this pace up, because the last 2 wars I'm probably going to have like 0 to 3 fights, because I'll be at the lake. Maybe I'll try to get some more if like I'm on track for the top. I don't know, maybe we're gonna have to see what it's like and who we're facing, because if it's like some super crazy where I don't want to risk maybe having bad connection, and we're gonna have to see. But yeah, so far we're doing pretty good this season. Pretty proud of my stats, especially considering that this is a new map, new encounters, new nodes, everything like that. So yeah, that was a good war. We're now at 4 wars in a row without dying, which is good. If I can keep this streak alive for the rest of the season and finish with 2 deaths, that'll be my new record, and I will be extremely happy with that. But I definitely think I'm going to die again, but we'll have to see. That's going to do it for this war video, though, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more content. All that stuff helps me out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.